Hey everyone, Tony Walsh here, Walsh Farms. Welcome back to our channel. Today is Saturday and it's time to start getting some garden ground ready for putting some beds in. So here you can see we got our tractor and just gonna take a root rake and push this burn pile together. We burned it a while back and the center burned out, so we just got to push the edges closer up and burn it some more, because this is where we are going to put some raised beds. This used to be garden spot years ago, and it's been fields. It's had cotton, peanuts, and everything else. There's still a little bit of corn back there because it's too wet to pick. But we're going to start putting some raised beds right here. So let's get this pile pushed together. So it's about 5 hours later on Saturday afternoon, and that big burn pile is down to this. So it's really just what was wet roots, some dirt, and also it's probably going to smolder like this for a couple of days. So bring you back in a couple of days when we start the next project over here. Okay, I said I'd bring you back when we got ready to do more work in the garden, but it's Sunday after church, and I sit here and eat my tuna fish sandwich while surfing YouTube, and Jackie brought me these beets. And if you've watched any of my videos lately where we're growing beet seeds or doing an experiment with beet seeds, we planted some beets back in November, and this is the results. Honestly, I started eating part of the jar before I thought about this video clip, so I pulled some out, and here's what our homegrown beets look like. And they are delicious. We had to play with the recipe a little bit because obviously we didn't have as much as the recipe called for, so these are a little bit tangier with the vinegar, but that's more or less because we didn't have enough beets for the recipe. But other than that, this jar of beets will be gone before dark. I could just sit here and eat beets right out of the can, or now I get to eat them right out of the jar. So I'm proud of our beets. So I'll bring you back when we're back in the garden. Hey everyone, I know in that last clip I said I'd bring you back in a couple days. Well, it's actually been 4 weeks in a day. We've just had so much rain in South Georgia, there has just been no way to get in hardly any of the fields, and let alone in this garden spot. So it's finally, we've had some break from the rains over the last week. So let's get to prepping this dirt. Okay, we've got that harrowed up. It's a little bit better than what it was, but you can see there's still a lot of grass out there. That grass has been there for a couple of years now, so it was tough. That's why I had to go over it a few different times. So my next step is I'm going to come back with the tiller. Excuse the gunshots there. The boys are getting ready for turkey season, so they're getting all their chokes and all that, which choke they want on their shotguns. But I'll come back with a tiller, and then that will end up chewing the rest of this grass out, plus also leveling the surface out some more. So this is going to be our big garden spot. We had planned on putting some raised beds here, but circumstances being what they are, the odds of any raised beds going here this year won't be at the start. So this will be a pure garden planted by hand, or a single row or a double row planter, depending on what we're doing, but most of it will be planted by hand.